Hey guys, new change of scenery because bookshelves and booktube and yeah. So I said that I was going to review Eleanor and Park next after The Maze Runner, but I just finished this book like early this morning because I was up late reading it and I just knew that I had to film a review for it. That book is Shatter Me by Tahira Mafi. The book is about this girl Juliet though, who for some reason, you don't find out in the first book and she doesn't know either, whose touch is lethal, so if you touched her, you would basically die unless she like broke away from you, but she could basically kill you if she touched you. And so she's been locked up in this asylum basically, but then all of a sudden, like first page, so it's not a spoiler, she gets this new cellmate. And then after that, she's taken by the government, which is called the Re-establishment, because Earth is just terrible right now. Apparently, people are starving, all that good stuff that comes with dystopian-type novels. And so the Re-establishment comes in and is like, hey, we want to use you as a weapon, although more like a torture device, because, you know, you touch someone and they start to die, they're probably going to tell you stuff. And it was just so good. The writing style threw me off a little bit at first, but as I got into it, I was like, wow, this is really cool. It almost reminded me of like free verse poetry at first, and the typography is just amazing as well. Like, look at that strike through, that beautiful, beautiful strike through with things Juliet wants to say but doesn't, and some of her thoughts that she can't help but think, and things like that. And it was just, it was actually way more intense than I thought it was going to be. There were parts that almost reminded me of like Divergent in terms of like level of intensity and not so much action, like they're not going around like fighting throughout the entire novel, but I was just sucked into this book like I was in Divergent. It sort of hooks you and you don't want it to let you go, and it has this sick hold over you. Plus, one of the coolest things about the book is that Juliet is an awesome character. At least I thought so. Like, after everything she's been through and having this curse or gift, depending on how you look at it, being able to be as good as she is so admirable, and just the characters I thought were really interesting in the book. Namely Juliet, and there was this other character, Warner. He made me, like, sick in parts, which is really a compliment to Tahira's writing, because I, like, zoomed through his parts, just, like, freaking out, like, I can't handle this, and having that feeling while reading was so amazing, and I was just so engrossed into this book. And then there's this other character, Adam, and of course there's some romance between Juliet and Adam, which is really interesting, if you ask me. But at the same time, you don't get a super detailed look into, like, Adam's psyche. And so I'm still not, like, super sure how I feel about Adam because of this, but probably about, like, halfway through to the end, you get some more insight into his character, which makes him a more likable character in a way. But you still don't have all your questions answered about him, which made me want to keep reading the other ones, because there are two more after this. The sequel is called Unravel Me, and the third one, and I think last one, unfortunately, is called Ignite Me, which came out in February of this year, and I just wanted to keep reading those, because the ending as well was just perfect for Juliet as a character. It was one of those books where I wasn't sure, like, which way it would go at the end. Like, I felt like it could have gone so many different ways, but then I got to the ending and I was like, yes! Like, yes, this was the ending. This is the only ending I could ever imagine now for this book. I literally could not stop reading this book. I went kind of slowly at the beginning as I got used to Tahira's writing style, but as I got into it and sort of like almost got the rhythm of it, I just flew through it, and I'm probably gonna get the second one from the library if they have it. Or I'll probably just buy it in the third one, because it was literally that good. And Tahira seems like such a sweetheart on Twitter and everything, and so I was like really happy that I liked this book. If you liked this book review though, please make sure to give the video a like and subscribe, and also share it because it really helps me out. And also check out my other book review that I did this Sunday, I think is when I posted it. I'm probably gonna try and post reviews or just other videos on Sundays and Wednesdays at least during the summer, and we will see when it comes to the school year. The link for that, though, will be in the description, and I hope I sound more natural in front of the camera this time. If you want to see more of me, you can find my social media links in the description, and I'll include my Goodreads this time in case you want to follow what I'm reading. I'm literally tearing through books right now, though, and so you can see as I add them to my, read list. That is it for this time, though. Again, if you have any books you'd like me to review, you can leave those in the comments below. Or if you've read Shatter Me, you can leave your thoughts on it in the comments below. But please no spoilers in case anybody hasn't read it. And I will see you guys next time. Bye!